Okay, so we just finished reading Henry's Freedom Box, which was what genre? Historical fiction. Good. So in your groups, this is working out perfectly, and actually, sweetie, I'm going to have you move to that table. Okay? That way we have 4, 4, 4, and 4. Okay? So do you want to move over to that table? Thank you. Okay, so in your table group, you are each going to get a book. I have 5 different books, so they're all different, but they're all historical fiction. And you guys, as a group, are going to work together to read the book. Do you know what a popcorn read is?
Yeah.
Yeah? What is a popcorn read? You echo?
No.
Olivia?
You read like one page and another person reads the other.
Good. So you're going to take turns reading the pages. So if I am in a group with Anna, Olivia, and David, David would read a page, and then it would pop over to Olivia. Olivia would read a page. It would pop over to Anna, and Anna would read a page. And then it would pop over to me, and I would read a page. And then it would pop back over to David, okay? So it pops all around. So you're going to read one page at a time. Each of you have sticky notes at your table, okay? So, as you're reading, what kind of questions are you going to ask? Olivia?
Before, after, and during.
Before, during, and after. So you're going to use those sticky notes to ask those questions. Now over here, when you're reading, I want each of you to have 1 or 2 before questions. Okay? When you're reading, while you're reading, I want each of you to have 3 or more. That plus sign means more. Okay? And after questions, I want you to have 1 or 2. But since you're all reading the same book, but you're all asking questions, you're going to have to put like your first initial, like an O for Olivia, or a D for David, or a A for Ava, okay? So put your first initial so that I know whose question it was, okay? And if you answer a question, or you find the answer, what are you going to do?
Go back and write down.
Go back and write down the answer. Good. So you're going to work, you can work anywhere in the room, okay? Other than the cubbies, because you won't all fit. And then when you're done, I want to collect the book so I can look at your questions, okay? Do you have any questions for me about what you're going to do? Hi, May. You need a pencil? Okay, Olivia.
What will those 2 be? They both start with an A.
Let's just do first and last initial.
Okay.
So what's your last name?
Q-U.
Q-U? Okay. S. Okay. Does that make sense? Good question. Okay. So make sure you take your pencils, a sticky note, and your book to wherever you're going to read in the room. And try to stay away from another group.
I have the sticky note. Yeah. I need to sharpen me.
So what were some of your before questions?
Why is it called yonder?
Why is it called yonder? Okay, so try to think. Remember, I want each of you to have questions. Okay, so I should see 4 sticky notes on the front. Okay, you should each have a question. And it should have your initials on it. You can look at the picture, you can look at the title.
Each of us, me and Anna, already got one, but it's the same question.
That's okay.
Is it called? Okay. I don't know what to do. Give each of us a sticky note. Okay.
That sounds like a good idea, Grace. You should each have a sticky note because I want all of you to have questions, right? Remember, 1 or 2 questions for before.
You're doing it wrong. You missed some pages. Long ago, before the Civil War, a sailor called Peg Leg Joe,
Jaime.
who did what he could to help free the slaves.
Listen.
Joe had a plan. He used a hammer and nail and saw and worked for the master.
Oh, Ava, just 1 page, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And then you popcorn. Did you have before questions?
Well, I had a little.
Where are your sticky notes?
Oh, right there.
Remember, everyone should have a before question, and then you should all be asking questions during reading.
Drinking bar.
What is a drinking gourd? So that's a perfect question for you to ask. But you each need a sticky note, remember? You each need to be writing down the questions. Do you have any other questions other than what is a drinking gourd?
Okay, I need a book.
Ava, do you have any other questions? No? And make sure you use those sticky notes during your reading. I'll come back. Okay, how's it going over here? Good?
Good about next page.
Did you have some before questions before you started reading?
No.
You didn't?
No.
You didn't have any questions?
It's because he was playing with that.
Okay, so on the board, I wanted you to have 1 or 2 before questions. So each of you need to have a sticky note. Okay?
Thank you.
And you are going to write down.
I don't feel sticky. They're playing. Oh, I have 2 in this.
Okay, how are we gonna come up with a before question?
There's 2 in this one.
That's okay. You're gonna need them for the during questions. So think about this. You haven't started reading. We're gonna ask the question before we even open the book. What are you thinking? What are you wondering?
Why are they?
Good. Write those down. Those are great questions. Kevin, what do you think?
Why is there a coin on the?
Good question. And remember to put your initials on it or your name so I know who's whose. Okay, good question. Okay, after your before, you're going to move on to the during. Look at all those before questions. Good work, guys. Okay, so what were your questions for before?
I have another.
Are they kids that live on streets? And I just figured it out. And
I wonder if
you all have
they
questions.
live on the crossroads. No.
Good job, Zoe. That's a great question. Are you ready to start reading?
We already started.
Oh, you already started.
Yeah,
So
we
you're
lost-
on.
Jolie lost a page.
So you
That was
were
not
you
our
went
page.
back so that you could answer your questions on the front.
Yes.
Look at that.
I need a sticky note. So that was. Thank you.
All right. Are we popcorn reading? Taking turns.
Yep, it's my turn. Okay, wait. Whoever read this again. Okay, hold up. I got the sticky note. I haven't get the sticky note. Yep. Joe, I need a sticky note. On camera.